If you're watching this and you want to sound more American when you talk, probably the biggest difference between your first language and American English is the amount of airflow that we allow to pass. And so today I'm going to show you just some quick exercises to prepare you so that the next time that you need to speak in American English, you're able to access the amount of breath you need and you can actually feel it happening and track it. Good morning, guys. Good evening. Good afternoon. Welcome to your daily American English pronunciation show. Wake up, American. We are here Monday through Friday, typically around 8 a.m. New York, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. New York, to make sure that you can get in your 5 to 10 minutes of pronunciation practice for the day. And to guide you in this journey, there is me. Hello, my name is Jeff. It rhymes with breath. It's one of the four keys to a natural sound, including placement, pitch, breath, trying to weaken your consonant sounds and strengthen your vowels. So today we're going to be talking a lot about breath. To access our breath, we need to use something called our diaphragm. Your diaphragm is located right around here. This is your chest, this is your stomach, your diaphragm's right around this area. And you can actually feel your diaphragm when it's at work, which is great. Hello to Mila checking in with us. Great to see you as always. So we want to make sure we're accessing our diaphragm. And to do that real quick, just do me a favor. Put your hands right here, kind of again a little bit above your stomach, below your chest. Put them here and just take a big breath in for me. Just breathe in and then breathe out. Do you feel that movement, how like your stomach expands and it contracts? That's a great sign for us because that lets us know that when we're talking, we are using our diaphragm. There's a great chance that if you learned English, you are not using your diaphragm when you talk, though, and it's completely changing the quality of the sound of your voice. And so, just by accessing your diaphragm more, you'll be able to achieve a more natural sound. And there is a way you can kind of track this. So, what I'd like you to do, and all these things I would encourage you to do. So, for instance, if you know you're about to take a call, if you know you're about to go to the office and you're going to need to speak, with American clients or American coworkers or things like that, these are just some quick things you can do right beforehand. So, what I want you to do, I want you to take your fists, I want you to press right on your ribs, your bones right here, your ribs. Take a big breath in and then a big breath out. Okay, I'm going to slide over here so you can see this better. Okay, so again, breathe in and then breathe out. And the reason we do this with my ribs, can you see that like when I breathed in, they kind of moved out, and then when I breathed out, it all kind of moved in again. Okay, this is letting me know that I'm using my diaphragm when I talk. Hello. For the spike. Hello to Gotcha, in case you missed that when I said hey. So this observation about our diaphragm is going to be really helpful because that's going to let us know, are we using our diaphragm when we talk or are we getting stuck? Okay, so for instance, what I can do is if I breathe in and I breathe out, well, sentences are going to work that way too. So when I speak in American English, I want to get that same sort of movement. So you don't need me to tell if you're using your diaphragm. You literally need your own body. You can use your body to kind of gauge how things are going. Buenos dias, Berta. Thanks for being with us. Great to see you as always. Okay. Um, Mila has a tip for us as well. Thank you, Mila. Mila says, I heard when you lay on your back, you can't talk or breathe without using your diaphragm. This is maybe. I've never tried. Try it for yourself. See if it works. Okay. So let's take this to the next level. Let's just do a sound. Let's do like a couple of vowels. Okay, so we're going to breathe in and then we're going to breathe out. We're going to track ourselves using our diaphragm. So again, I'm going to press against my ribs. I'm going to breathe in. Ah. Okay, let's do another vowel. E. Let's do one more vowel. Let's do the A sound. Okay, again, you can feel, hopefully, you feel that sort of movement. What happens if you don't feel the movement? Well, if you don't feel the movement, let's just kind of, for instance, do a sound and see what this looks like if you aren't using your diaphragm. So what's going to happen if you don't use your diaphragm? Watch my fists and listen to my voice. Ah. And then we get kind of stuck, right? Okay, so let's try another one. So I'm gonna breathe in. E. No real movement here. Okay, and also maybe you can notice that my voice quality is a little different. Okay, so let's do an O sound. And again, no movement. So compare. You hear that difference of when it was not using the diaphragm when it was? Let's do it the ah sound. Ah. Can you hear the switch happen? My guess is you can. What's up to Levi? They're with us again as well. Great to see you. Okay, so we can track things with our diaphragm. So the last thing I want to do, because I do have to run to a class, so let's now expand this to some sentences. Okay. And Levi asks a great question. So Levi says, "Do you make those movements while speaking?" And Jeff, do you walk around just talking like this, like "Good morning"? Do you do that? I no, I don't walk around like that. But what I will say is that you know when you use your diaphragm, you can feel a little bit of that tension in your stomach area. Okay, in your diaphragm area, you can feel it. You know, it's a slight tension. Okay. And so that's a sign that you're using your diaphragm. So basically, when you speak in American English, you want to feel a little bit of that tension. You want to feel some slight tension in your diaphragm when you speak in American English, and that's letting you know that you're using your diaphragm. And those hand movements are where you can kind of physically gauge it. But you know, as you get used to it, you won't need to use your fists to put them on your ribs. No, if you're using your diaphragm, you just know, like, oh, I can feel myself using it. Oh, I can't feel myself using it. Okay. Louis says, long time no see. In fact, that is very true. I'm glad you could make it back. We've missed you. So what we're going to do is we're going to say each of these sentences 3 times in one breath, making sure our diaphragm is moving the entire time. Okay, so I'm going to breathe in. Introduce me to your friend. Introduce me to your friend. Introduce me to your friend. And one of the things I hope you're doing too, remember, when a vowel ends or when a word ends, we keep the breath flowing. Let's do that one more time. Introduce me to your friend. Introduce me to your friend. Introduce me to your friend. Okay. How about our next sentence? Our next one here. Let's do this 3 times. How long have you lived here? How long have you lived here? How long have you lived here? Let's do that again. How long have you lived here? How long have you lived here? How long have you lived here? Okay. Our next one, twice. First group. That was the best one they had. That was the best one they had. That was the best one they had. Okay, one more time. That was the best one they had. That was the best one they had. That was the best one they had. And our last one. We couldn't get there on time. We couldn't get there on time. We couldn't get there on time. One more time. We couldn't get there on time. We couldn't get there on time. We couldn't get there on time. All right, so that's kind of just your breath exercise for today. Just practice saying some sentences. You can use those. Any other sentence that you think you're going to say today, just try to say them using your diaphragm. All right, guys, I do have to run to class, but hey, thanks for spending some time with me today. Hopefully that got you nice and warmed up so you feel ready for the rest of your day and your weekend. Once more, my name is Jeff. It rhymes with breath. It's one of the 4 keys of natural sound. Thanks for hanging out with me. There's a million pronunciation resources out there, so the fact you spent some time here on the channel is greatly appreciated. I'll see you all later. I hope you have a good day, have a good night, and have a good afternoon. You guys take care. Take care, Levi, Milad, Berta, Ganshim. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you all later. Bye.